From New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show.
Okay, it's time for... Come on. Today is, thank you. Today is National Love Your Pet Day. I forgot until I got here. There they are standing outside the shower. They like to lay on the bath mat and watch me brush my teeth and get ready to come to you, chit-chatting my way. I guess I'll get them some shrimp and scallops or something later, you know? So there's a show coming back to TV, and I think it's a perfect time, Making of the Band. I think it's called Making the Band. Anyway, this is the show where Puffy had the girl or man go get him some cheesecake at like 4 o'clock in the morning. Epic, epic. Anyway, this time around, the judges are gonna be Puffy's 3 sons. I think this is terrific. And if you, you know, the boys are old enough, they know the music, and their father, of course, will be right there. I'm sure Puffy's probably gonna make appearances. Lorianne Gibson's also gonna be one of the judges. But if you listen to the sons, there's Lorianne, I love her. Listen to Puffy's 3 sons as they talk. They all sound just like him in tone and voice depth and cadence. It's odd, too, because even Albie Shore's son, who's now Puffy's son, has that inflection. Take a look.
No, we had to be involved in the return of Making the Band.
I'm shutting down the studio.
We not settling for just anybody. If you feel like you got what it takes to compete. Although we go! In today's industry, y'all know how our pops does it.
You sold 500,000 records. That's not hot. You can't really make oatmeal or tea with that. Fish grease. Now that's hot.
And me personally, I'm looking for a hungry artist.
I want me a piece of cheesecake.
Making the Band is back.
We back.
You know, it's time. There were a few stars that came out of Making it a Band when it came on in the past. You know, Puff has that magic touch. There are a whole lot of shows now that are trying to make of some sort of singer, band, dancer, whatever. But you know what? This, I'm interested in. So, congratulations. Making the Band. There's no date or anything like that. They just say it's gonna premiere later this year. Yeah. So, the word on the curb is Tamar and her Nigerian boyfriend David have broken up. Well, I tried to call Tamar, get in touch with her. There was no call back. There's still nothing. It's been like 48 hours, but here we go. Tamar tweeted, if they don't want you, there is no talking, no reasoning. Let it go and let God bring the one who will be all that you need to accept all of you. Well, I guess, and she deleted all of his pictures, which, you know, this is really sad, you guys, because I remember, it was just like 2 months ago when I showed you the picture of Tamar in Nigeria for the first time going over to meet David's family. Yep, and she brought her son. See, this is where when you drag kids into stuff and they don't need to be dragged in. Now Logan's probably looking around like, where's Mr. David? Look, as recent as Valentine's Day, David posted Valentine's gushing about Tamar. There they are. That's Valentine's Day. But you know how sometimes you need that last fight to say, this is over? That fight might have happened the day after. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. I feel like David, he's first of all, Logan's only 6. And even though they'd been together for like 2 years on the DL, right?
Yep. On
the DL. So that's good. So Logan's already met the man and everything, but then he goes to Nigeria and they put on this stuff and it seems reasonable. You know, David is a millionaire in his own right. He graduated from Harvard Business School. He's got his own money. He doesn't need anything that Tamar has except love and a relationship, companionship. Tamar is her own working woman, although because she's the youngest in the family, I'm not the youngest, but you know how sometimes those youngest can be? Spoiled, argumentative, wanting everything their way, slamming doors, and doing stuff sometimes, Tamar, that a lot of people who aren't the youngest just don't understand. And she's the youngest of 6, so she was spoiled, not even spoiled. She's spoiled. And then David, hold on. You know, and I'm just a regular girl who went to a regular school. I graduated from Northeastern. But you know the kind of brain skills it takes to get into Harvard and Yale and these Ivy League schools? You know, and I've dated some of these guys, and they're not exactly socially connected. Sometimes. They're book smart, they know how to make the money, they know how to open the door for you, but when it comes to social life, maybe he's just not able to, I mean, everything looks good on paper, but when you're actually trapped in a relationship with them, there's no amount of Harvard that sometimes and then according to the Jasmine brand, Braxton family values might not be coming back. Well, they're saying the ratings have declined. The sisters don't like what the network is offering financially, allegedly. This is what's being said. Tamar is all but out. She said it, like, I don't want any parts of this. The show has been on for a long time. It's had a really good run. Is that show still on now? I mean, is it on now?
Not right now. They're between seasons. Or maybe we've already seen the series finale. We don't know.
Okay. Well, I love the family. I'm just filling you all in. So Kylie Jenner is being mommy shamed again. This time because she posted her adorable 2-year-old daughter, Stormy, wearing large hoops. And with her name in them. Remember we all had them back in the 90s and 80s? Okay. One of you all sent me a pair. I still actually do have them. All right, here's the deal. Instagram followers were slamming Kylie, saying, all fun and games till she rips her earlobes out. This is the problem of with kids having kids. Well, you know, there are a lot of problems with kids having kids, but I don't believe that this right here is one of them. First of all, my opinion is, and I don't know this for fact, that Kylie probably put these earrings in her ears for a staged photo shoot to put on her Instagram, immediately took the earrings out. Do we have the footage of her asking for the earrings back?
Yeah.
Well, I guessed it, and you know I did, before I even knew that there was footage.
Right.
And the little girl says no and smooshes her face up at her mom. But, you know, no mom's letting their kids sleep like that. We don't even sleep like that as adults. Are you serious? you take off your earrings before you take, well, when you wear hoops, I sleep in my earrings, but you take off your earrings before you take off your makeup when you come in with big earrings. Oh, good job, camera. Zoom right in on her, yup, got her. Here's Kylie and Stormy talking about the earrings. Go ahead.
Can I take those earrings off, please? No.
Okay. Look at her looking at herself and all that stuff. Okay. So the whole world now is talking about Pop Smoke being murdered yesterday. I didn't find out about this until after I got off the show because it was like 5 o'clock in the morning, LA time, which is, 8 o'clock in the morning here, but by the time I guess the police reported it and everything was sorted out, we're already on here laughing and yucking about everything else. And I had no idea that he was murdered until after I got off. Well, he was only 20 years old, from Brooklyn here in New York. His mixtape debuted at #7 on the Billboard, and that's what he was celebrating that particular night. Welcome to the Party is a popular song. And then there's a song that why am I always involved in something? There's a song that he had out that people really liked. It's called Like Me. And in the song, there was no time to get the clearances and stuff like that. I just tell you what it said basically. He says, I'm gonna call you every day at 12 o'clock. How you doing? Like Wendy. Uh-huh. And, the big talk is that, the robbery was reported, and hours before the robbery, the posting of all his trappings on Instagram, gifts, and his address, we blurred it out as well. Everyone should have, he should have, or his people should have, or something like that. Blurred out the address where he was staying. And then he was in the car and his friend had a big stack of, look at that stack of dough. Look at that stack of dough over there. And he's only 20. And cops now think it was a targeted hit. The surveillance video is showing 4 masked men leaving Post Mansion with nothing. Like they didn't steal anything, they just left. Masked men, they're still on the loose. Pop has passed away. And this is just sad all around. And I guess the cautionary tale here is bon vivant, live and let live within reasonable. I love to say that to you, bon vivant, live and let live, but also watch what you post. On the home, incidentally, was co-owned by Teddy Mellencamp. How was a housewife involved with everything? She was the co-owner of the home. He was renting it out there. He's busy. He's from Brooklyn, but he's busy. He's a rock star at 20 years old. Then a lot of celebrities went on Instagram and, gave their well wishes, to him, in the crossroads. And this is just a sad story. I'm so tired of talking about death here on Hot Topics. And I just, thoughts and prayers to his family, his friends, the cops for catching the bad guys, and the whole bit. I can't. All right, to bring it up a bit, I got some fantastic news yesterday. I'm minding my own business. Next thing you know, I get information regarding the Guns N' Roses concert. No. This is very important. This is very important. The first one that I called, because he's supposed to be part of my posse going out there, is Brendan. But the first one that identified themselves here, as soon as I said, look, I hear Guns N' Roses are coming in July. I want to go. These people didn't know that I like Guns N' Roses, but I like all kind of music. It was Rambo over there on the camera. Rambo! So my plans, as you know, we were gonna fill a Sprinter full of food. It was gonna be my dirty dozen, including you, Brendan, Suzanne, like a dirty dozen. In the middle of July, we're gonna wear panty shorts and you better dress the part. Well, make some.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Look, and we girls, because there's gonna be 6 girls and 6 guys. And look, we're the dirty dozen. I'm getting a Sprinter, I'm getting a box seat, and I'm feeling like we're set. And we're all so excited about it. You know, a cheese platter, you know, a little meat platter.
Too.
Brendan will get you a t-shirt. Look,
up.
I'm gonna cut my t-shirt all the way down to the bottom. I'm gonna tie it all the way up. Yes. Yes. Guns N' Roses came out in the 80s. At that particular point, I'd already graduated from high school, but I was a freshman in college and still loved all kind of music. So look, the call that I got, did Brendan tell you, Rambo?
He said there was good news.
It's very good news. Duff, who plays bass, and his wife, Susan, watch the Wendy show. And they happened to be watching on the day that I said, oh, you know what I want to do in July? I want to go to Guns N' Roses. Next thing you know, so I'm getting this phone call. And then they're like, look, we want you to be our special guest there. Oh, no. Oh, no. It goes even deeper. It goes even deeper. Because now I'm all of a sudden feeling like I'm separating from the dirty dozen. Because, you know, now I'm with the in crowd. And this is a recent picture. Look at Susan. So immediately, because I was eating a sandwich, I put that sandwich down. I'm like, oh, no. Okay. All right, so Duff will be on stage playing the bass with everybody else, right? They'll be singing, we'll be rocking out. She wants me to sit next to her in the wives and girlfriends row. Yup. Oh. Yup. Right. I gotta diet down and roll them up to a thong.
Yes.
Tie up that shirt and get in there and rock out. And the rest of you all, no, I did look out. No, look, we're still gonna have that box. We're still going together in the Sprinter. It's just that when we get there, there's gonna be some, I gotta sit with the wives and girlfriends.
Yeah, okay.
In the front row.
Okay.
All right?
Maybe you'll come check in on us.
I will.
Okay, good.
Because that's where the rest of the food's gonna be.
Exactly.
I can't sit in the front row and
exactly.
eat. Not with somebody next to, no,
wow.
I can't even eat in front of her. I don't even want to. I might have to get a rib removed or something. I don't know. That's gonna be a good time though. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be so good. So Al Pacino's ex-girlfriend says that they broke up because of their 39-year age difference. I've been trying to get to the story for like the last 2 days, but all of a sudden, Doug holds up the sign. It says, 30 seconds. I have no more time on Hot Topics. So she's 40 years old. That's old enough. But he's 79. Oh. She's an actress, and nobody that I've never heard of her. But they've been dating for 2 years. And so when you met him, girl, and you were 38, and he was 77, why didn't you realize that at that time? I had a date with a 65-year-old man. That's only a 10-year age difference. And I was like, nope, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for that. No. And he had a lot of money and the whole bit, real smart and Ivy League trained, but I was like, okay, after this dinner, I gotta rock him to sleep gently. No, Pops, this is not my groove. I'm still doing, ow! The purpose of meeting somebody is to grow old together. If you meet somebody, they're already old, then what kind of growth is that? Look. Her name is Mattel, like the toy company. Okay. That's a good name, though, in a weird way, but it's a good name. So Mattel says that she tried to deny his age because he's such a legend. Now, she actually said this, but it was just too hard to be with a man so old. Then she had the nerve to get in there and say, and he was cheap. He would only buy her flowers. That's it. He would only buy her flowers. Like, I guess she's mad she didn't get, you know, a Rolls Royce and diamonds and stuff like that. But you wanna know what? You're petty, you know. And you know what, Mattel? You're only 40 years old. You're still old enough to learn from the error of your ways. If I were you, I would not repeat to the next man about this article, because now it's all out there. The next man, yeah, I don't even know if you're dateable, like, because you're petty. But here's the thing, Mattel. Even though he only gave you flowers, which is kind of cheap, like there's nothing like being with a generous man, except if you're a girl at 40 years old, you buy your own Gucci bag. You know what I mean? Or whatever. But I must say, even though he only gave you flowers, he also gave you a lifestyle for 2 years. You know, you were laid up there in that mansion. You were going on 5-star vacations, meeting A-list people, driving in the best cars, flying private. You know, there's certain things that, Mattel, you did benefit from. Just because you didn't leave, you know, with a collection of, you know, handbags and finery doesn't mean that you didn't benefit from this relationship. So you know, and I don't even blame Al Pacino for this, because this is what old men like. If you don't read the headlines, you need to pick up a paper, you know?
Right.
A tear or 5 escaped yesterday when I was watching that the NASCAR driver, Ryan Newman, was released from the hospital. After that fire, look at him with his daughters. Yeah. He's walking better than some people that I know, you know? And there he is with his daughters. You know, the horrific crash was on Monday in his final lap at the Daytona 500. The finish line was right there in front of him. So, Ryan, it's nice to see you're up and about, and it really is. Congratulations, you made it. Keep clapping a little louder. Yeah, Hot Topics is done. We got more great show for you, everybody. Up next from Dolomite, Divine Joy Randolph is here. So,